said, let me tell you everything I've seen, the friends I've made, and then you tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, to put it all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way.
Hello everybody, hope you're well. You join me on this very cold but lovely winter's day. It's about the 25th of November, and we've just had lots of snow, lots of ice, but today it's reasonably warm. The wind's dropped off and the sun's out. Perfect time to look at this, and this is the Cyrusher Rumble. And I've had this for a few weeks, but the weather's been that bad. I've waited for a nice day, and thankfully we've got a nice day. So I suppose the first question is, what is it? Well, it's obviously a fat tyre bike. It's not a folding bike, or should I say it's not a complete folding bike. So there's no folding mechanism in the middle, but the handlebars fall down. And I've been thinking about this, and I think the reason for it is that if this was a folding bike with the splitter in the middle, it folds in half here, but it still makes the bike quite wide for storage. So with just these bars being able to unclip and move down to the side, it makes the bike narrow to put in an alleyway or into a garage of a camper van. You can obviously take the seat out and drop the seat down. It makes it nice and narrow. But there again, it hasn't got folding pedals on. So if it had folding pedals on, it would make it much narrower to put in a small alleyway. So it's not a folding bike, but the bars fall down. It's a good commuter. It's obviously a UK legal bike. It's very well made. As all Cyrusher bikes have been, everyone I've tested has been good. Come out the box with no problems. 20-inch wheels that are 4 inches wide. Front forks, front and back light, and yes, they do work off the battery, and it's a decent sized battery as well. There's no key to actually start the bike. You do get 2 keys with it, and that's to take the battery out. Some people don't like it with the batteries that you have to use a key to actually start and stop it. What would you use it for? Definitely use it for commuting, no problem at all. We're out on these bridleways today, and it's fine on gravel tracks. It's quite a heavy bike because it's got a big battery in. Aluminium frame. It's got lots of extra fittings on here. So you can definitely put a water bottle on, and there must be some other fittings you can fit on this as well. Comes with the back rack, and it comes with fittings on the front, so you can put a front basket on as well, so if you want it to use for shopping. That seat is super comfy, and I've seen this type of seat on other Cyrusher bikes, and I really like those. They're lovely and comfy. So looking a bit closer at it, we've obviously got front and back disc brakes, and they're hydraulic disc brakes, which are more than adequate for what you need. You get a stand, as I say, you get a decent sized rack. There's the backlight, and that backlight does run off the main battery, as I say, but it is also a brake light from the front and back brake lever as well. Plastic mudguards, which are light because they don't bend and they're easy to clean. It's got a good old Shimano gear set on there, the one you get on most of these bikes, and that's a 7-speed, and up and down the buttons with the 2 levers, no problems whatsoever. A nice colour display and 5 speed settings. The controls on here are nice and easy, up and down the power, on and off, lights on and off, and your information for your trip and everything else. And this one's currently set in kilometres, but can be changed to miles per hour. Good display. Nice and bright colour display. Motor's quiet. A nice comfy ride. Those fat tyres do give a lot more comfort than you would expect. It's like having rear suspension, and of course with just having the fat tyres and not rear suspension, you save on weight. Lovely day though, isn't it? Look at that! Battery can be charged within the bike. Takes between 5 and 7 hours because it is quite a big battery, or you can remove it using the key and charge the battery in the house. As well as the on and off button up here, there's another little button here which switches the battery off, which I think is quite a good little safety device. I've seen these switches on other bikes, but they're usually at the bottom, so it's nice to have it up here. That keeps away from the weather. So if you used to park this up somewhere, you could switch this off, and if anybody tried to switch it on there, they wouldn't be able to switch it on until that's switched on. So I quite like that. They come in 2 colours, white or black. People always ask me, can they take the transfers off? And I don't think you can. I think they're under the lacquer. Front suspension, that's lockable. There's the front light, and I've seen these lights before and I've tested them in previous videos, and they're bright enough to cycle with as well as being seen. And obviously a front mudguard, which is also plastic. No rear suspension, but those fat 20-inch 4-inch wide tyres give you quite a bit of suspension actually. Let's just pop back to the cottage to show you how it was delivered and how it went together. Let's show you how it was delivered and how it was put together. I'll only use the tools that it come with. I won't look at the instruction book, and the only other thing I use is a pair of scissors. Normally use secateurs, but we're in the cottage today and I found the scissors. Packaging looks good. Looks relatively straightforward to put together. And there's the tools. These are the tools you get. Decent Allen key set, one 15mm spanner, a small stirrup pump, a charging brick with a UK plug on it, and they do a very good, in different languages, instruction book with pictures, diagrams and all the information about the on-screen display as well, which is good to see. Like a straightforward assembly, handlebars on, front mudguard, front wheeling, seat slid in, pedals on. You need to make sure you get the right pedals on the right way, and there is a little mark on these to say which is left or right, and there's an indicator on there which way to thread them in. And if you miss that and put them in the wrong way, you can damage the threads. Just be careful, you can see the little stamp on the pedals. There we have it all together. Can't see any scratches or marks. No parts missing. Nice easy assembly. Let's get back outside. So as you saw from that, it was a nice easy assembly, went together no problem, and not too many bits to actually fit on, and it comes with a good set of tools and probably one of the best instruction books that I've seen. Now I've put lots of these together and very rarely look at the instruction book, but it's good to have an instruction book that's in good English and has good pictures and diagrams, and the Cyrusher one's probably one of the best, and particularly for information about the settings on the screen and your power settings and changing it from miles per hour, etc. The brakes, as I say, hydraulic, but super good. You probably don't need hydraulic brakes on this bike, but they're good to have, and they're super efficient. So I think it's quite a good looking bike. I quite like it in white. You're obviously more visible, see more on the road. Also in that headlight there, that front light, and a button under here, there's a horn. Now if you do get a bike like this, or any bike with a derailleur on, and after you've ridden it for a while, what you'll find is that the derailleur cable here will stretch, and people start to mess about with these screws, and you don't do that. You just literally tighten the cable up here. It'll happen with any bike with a derailleur. After it's been used a while, you just need to tighten that cable up. Tighten it a little bit, try it, tighten it a little bit, try it, make sure it goes in and out the gears properly, but don't start moving all these, because you're getting into all sorts of problems then. The hydraulic brakes have adjusters on them as well, and this adjustment is for the distance on here. So you simply screw these little screws in and out, and that alters the distance here, depending on the size of your hand and how much free play you want, which is really clever. This is of course a completely UK legal bike. That's a 250 watt hub motor, which is nice and quiet and gives it plenty of power. If you've just seen on the video, I've just been up a little hill, which is very steep, and it got me up there. I'm very impressed with that. It's a nice little bike. The only thing I would change on it is probably putting folding pedals on, because as I say, I think the idea of having those bars that drop down with folding pedals on would make it nice and narrow for easy for storage. Simple height adjustment on the seat as you'd expect, and there's also height adjustment on the handlebars as well. So that just leaves me to say, check the description for any offers. These do have a discount on them at the moment. I'm unsure of the current price, but if I got it before I edit the video, I'll put it down here. If not, just check the description. It'll take you to Cyrusher's website, all the prices, all the specs, everything you ever need to know on there, all listed nice and clear. And obviously I've been putting the specs and information at the bottom of the video as we've been doing this video. There's a 2-year warranty on these as well, which is good. Many e-bikes only come with a 1-year warranty. Keep forgetting to say that about Cyrusher bikes. But as I say, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. I'll go enjoy a bit more of this cold sunshine.